Hey everybody, I wanted to give a little updating. On the Gibson front, Elijah Gibson finally got his last cast off yesterday. So he no longer has any casting on. His foot's pretty sensitive, but so he's gone through the whole Pinocchio process and is a real boy again. So he's wanting to play soccer, but I told him it's going to be about a week before he's probably strong enough to do that. So he's doing really well. The rest of the Gibsons are doing fine. There's not really a lot to tell, other than my mom is going to be leaving for 3 or 4 months, which is going to make babysitting, an issue. But other than that, things are going fine. So, yeah, not a lot to report on the Gibson front. We're planning on a vacation this summer and some things like that. So, yeah, there's that. On the High Point Church front, I had an elder meeting last night. We're putting together our budget for 2011-2012. And right now, it looks like we're going to make our budget for this year. It looks like we're going to actually surpass our budget for this year. And it's possible, if giving is strong through the end of May, we might actually surpass our budget for next year, which would be really cool. Our budget next year is going to go up a bit just because giving has been a lot stronger, and it seems eminently justifiable to do that. So that's been really good because there's some things that we've been wanting to fund for a while. One of the first things we're going to do is we have about a $12,000 or $13,000 debt that we owe ourselves. Some years ago there was kind of an ill-advised sort of shenanigan-y interdepartmental loan to the church as a whole from the Where Most Needed Fund, which is a fund for missionaries. Most people agree it should have never happened, but this year, before the end of the fiscal year, we're going to be far enough ahead that we can pay that whole $13,000 off, so that all of that money is back in the missions fund. Everybody's really sighing a big sigh of relief to get that done and to get that monkey off our back, and actually to pay one of our debts that's no longer there. So that's going to be a cool thing, and we'll be able to start the new fiscal year with that behind us, which is going to be good. So we're excited about that. Yeah. So Easter was pretty good. I think there was something maybe just under 800 people here, maybe just over 800 people. I can't remember. It's funny in the north. See, in the south, like church attendance doubles or more on Easter, and so I was actually expecting more than that. But most people felt like there was a good group of people here. The service seemed to go great. We baptized 15 people, which is great to see. There were some good stories. The testimonies of those people will be up online, and you can access them through our website if you want to watch some of the whole testimony of some of those people, because some of those people had amazing stories. So I would check that out. Other than that, next week we're going to get back into our series on Mark and go through the rest of Mark's Gospel. I'm excited about that. There's a lot of great passages left, and they'll focus more and more on the meaning of Jesus' death and what he's doing. So you're not going to want to miss church. I spoke last Thursday, the Thursday before Easter, at UW. The Navigators and InterVarsity and Campus Crusade all kind of got together and did a big outreach to try to get as many people together as possible. And the idea was to culminate it in a Thursday night evangelistic meeting where somebody would come in and speak on the evidence for Jesus' resurrection. And that somebody was me. So I got to go down to UW and talk to students and preach at them for about 25, 30 minutes. And then we had an open forum question and answer where people could ask anything they wanted, and I would answer it, which was really fun. Those of you who know me know that that's the most fun I can possibly have. But one of the other things that was cool about it was is what I wanted to do when I was 20. I wanted to, be the guy who traveled around and spoke on campuses and did open forums and answered questions and hung out with young, unbelieving people who were asking, is Jesus real? So when Lex and I got in the car, I turned to her and I was like, you see what's happening? I followed as best I could figure out God's dream for me in becoming a pastor, which I didn't want to do. And look, we're going to go do what was my dream. And it was a really neat moment for Alexi and I. And we had a good time. Got to talk with some seekers, and apparently I think 4 people made commitments to Christ and 15 or 20 others. asked to be in a study or asked for more information. So that was really fun, and it seemed like the feedback was good, so hopefully I'll get invited back to do some more stuff down there, which is something I'd really like to do. So that's about all that I can think of right at this moment. See you guys later.